What's up, guys? Welcome back to Chiefs Chat. And the time has finally come, okay? The day is finally here. For the first time ever on Chiefs Chat, we're going to be celebrating ourselves a Chiefs Super Bowl victory. Let's get the party streamers going. Let's get the balloons, let's get the dance music, let's get all the confetti, let's get the cake, let's get the ice cream, because the Chiefs, Super Bowl 57 champions, and I couldn't be more happy about this team. What a run, what a run it was for this Chiefs football team. You saw every single player out there, even though guys were getting hurt, most notably Patrick Mahomes. We saw Patrick Mahomes deal with an ankle injury throughout the entirety of the playoffs. But you got to give a lot of credit to Travis Kelce, a guy who battled through injuries. We got to give credit to Mecole Hardman, who clearly wasn't at 100%, but still, laced up the cleats, went out there, made a couple of nice plays before, unfortunately, getting banged up again. And gosh, Juju Smith-Schuster, come on, we had quite a few players on offense who battled through injuries, and ended up putting their hearts on the line, putting their bodies on the line to make sure this Chiefs football team wasn't going down. You gotta, every single one of those players, you gotta give them so much credit for what they did on that football field. It's unbelievable. It's so unbelievable how absolutely dominant this Chiefs football team is. It's absolutely wonderful. I don't even know how to put it into words how absolutely happy I am that this Chiefs team is as dominant as they are. And how fortunate I am as a Chiefs fan to be able to witness this absolute dynasty. And that's what we are at this point. The Chiefs are a dynasty, okay? We've been to 5 straight AFC championship games. We've won 2 Super Bowls in that 5-year span. We've been to 3, okay? Come on. You cannot take anything away from this Chiefs team. We worked so hard. We've done so many great things. The front office, every single player in the locker room, putting their hearts, putting their minds, putting their bodies through just so much in order to ensure that this Chiefs team is successful. You cannot discount the work that they've done. And I applaud them. Let's give another applause for these guys. Every single one of them. They deserve so much praise. And they all deserve Chiefs Super Bowl rings. Come on, let's get them all rings. Let's get them the credit they deserve. What a season it was. And Travis Kelce, Patrick Mahomes, they had a lot to say at that Chiefs Super Bowl parade. I think they covered a lot of what I'm about to say here. Next couple of minutes, but let's not forget. Okay, let's not forget what everybody was saying about us before this season. Chiefs. Oh man, they're not going to finish at the top of the AFC West. A couple of people were saying we weren't going to make the playoffs. They really thought that Tyreek Hill leaving this organization was going to destroy us, but we proved a point this season. We proved a big point, and we just made a huge statement. Okay, Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, Travis Kelce. Let's throw Brett Veach in there for the work that he's done over the past few seasons, building this team, making this team an absolute dynasty. Take away one of our best players. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, not one bit. Okay, because this Chiefs team, we're built for success. Even though we've revamped so many aspects of our team. You take a look at our team now compared to our Super Bowl 54 winning team. It's so much different. And you take a look at the players who are on our team now who weren't even on the team during Super Bowl 54. Some of the biggest players in this game, in this Super Bowl 57 game, you got Nick Bolton making some crazy plays, had a touchdown, had a fumble recovery for a touchdown in the Super Bowl. Okay, Isaiah Pacheco, this guy just coming out, a rookie this season. What a game he had. Okay, and I'm so excited about Isaiah Pacheco moving forward. This guy, top tier running back when it comes to just being able to put your head down and fight. He does it better than anybody. You just got to give this Chiefs team so much credit for the foundation that we've built. Bringing in these new guys. It doesn't matter if they were on a team before this season. You got like Juju Smith-Schuster and Marquez Valdes-Scantling, coming from the Steelers and the Packers. It doesn't matter because they come into this Chiefs organization. They come into this facility, okay, and they transform. They become different players because of the foundation that we've built. Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, Brett Veach, all of these guys who have worked so hard to build this winning culture in Kansas City, okay? It's just infectious. It's so infectious. Bring in these rookies, bring in these veterans from other teams. As soon as they're in this Chiefs facility, they become championship players, And that's honestly why I think that we absolutely cruised through the playoffs. You know, just taking dubs, taking nothing but dubs in the playoffs. You know, I just love this team, and I just cannot begin to. I could sit here for hours and hours and hours. I would not be able to express to you how absolutely fortunate I am that I'm a fan of this Chiefs football team. You know, never in a million years did I expect that we'd be at this point. You know, never in a million years did I think I would ever witness the Chiefs win a Super Bowl, and here we are. You know, I've seen the Chiefs win 2. You know, if for whatever reason the Chiefs don't win a single game for as long as I live, I'll be satisfied. I'll be satisfied knowing that this team, this 5-year stretch, this is the greatest 5-year stretch out of anything any team we've ever seen in the National Football League, and I stand by that. I stand by that wholeheartedly. You know, if we don't do anything, you know, if Patrick Mahomes all of a sudden falls off a cliff and he does not complete a single pass moving forward, I'll be happy. I will be satisfied with this football team, because never in a million years did I think we'd be at this point. You know, this is just an absolute dream come true for a football fan, for any football fan. You know, I'm just so happy. I'm just up here. You know, when it comes to the roller coasters of being a football fan, and we all know there's a lot of ups and downs, especially being a Chiefs fan. My gosh, you know, it can get very, very stressful being a Chiefs fan. Chiefs are competing in so many of these big games, but gosh, it just feels so great to see us finally get to the top. So, you know, let's talk a little bit about the game. Let's talk about the guys who really made the biggest impacts in this Chiefs Super Bowl game. You know, of course, Patrick Mahomes doing his thing on a bad ankle. Can you believe it? I mean, that play, you know, late in the game, that big run that really set us up in field goal range to really secure that win. My gosh, it's just unbelievable what he did throughout this entire playoffs. You know, I saw him get hurt against the Jaguars, and I thought, we're done. You know, there's no chance. You know, I was worried about us winning that game against the Jaguars. Wasn't even thinking about the AFC Championship game or the Super Bowl. I mean, it was insane how quickly things turned around. And Patrick Mahomes, man, he proved so much throughout this playoff run. You know, he just wants to play. He just wants to play. It doesn't matter. You know, I think honestly, you could have chopped one of his arms off, and he still would have been like, "Hey, I'm ready to go. You know, I'm alive. Get me on that football field right now." And that's what Patrick Mahomes proved. And you can talk all day about his athletic ability. You know, his crazy no-look sidearm passes. But what really makes him a great quarterback is his heart, man. It's just unlike anybody I've ever seen. You know, he's the smartest quarterback, the greatest leader. You know, this guy, he can rally a team like I've seen nobody else do. That's what makes him a great quarterback. You know, his insane athletic ability that's one thing. But in order to be a great quarterback, you have to have that aspect of it locked down too. You have to be a locker room guy, and that's what Patrick Mahomes is. You know, 100%. And this is a guy who, if you're a football player, Patrick Mahomes is the guy you want to play for. You know, he's the guy you want leading your football team. You know, you wouldn't want anybody else in the world. And as a fan, I wouldn't want anybody else to be my quarterback. I mean, it's just crazy. It's unbelievable how lucky I am as a Chiefs fan. We struck gold. We struck gold with this Chiefs football team. It's unbelievable. Got to give huge credit to Nick Bolton, what he did on the defensive side of the ball. You know, he's definitely our leader on that defense. You know, making plays. Should have had 2 forced fumbles for touchdowns, okay, but we're not going to get into that too much, okay? But my God, I mean, Nick Bolton, you know, led the Chiefs in tackles past couple of seasons. You know, he was a rookie a season ago. Let's not forget that, okay? He's just been so impactful for us. Just what a great player Nick Bolton is. Showing up when we need him to. And Isaiah Pacheco, you know, had one of the best games I've seen him have all season. And I am super excited about what he's going to bring to this Chiefs football team in the future. I mean, what a great player Isaiah Pacheco is. You know, and I just think, wow. You know, it's just unbelievable. The collection of players we have on our team. You know, it's just, I don't think I'm ever going to see this Chiefs team as dominant as they are right now. You know, Travis Kelce a nice touchdown, okay, early in the game. Got our first points on the board in Super Bowl 57. What a sweet pass that was. That was a fantastic touchdown. It's just unbelievable to really think about this Chiefs team, And I just think, with all that being said, we're not done. There's no way, Like I said before, if for whatever reason next season the Chiefs go 0-17 and we end up doing that, for the rest of my life, if we never win a single game for as long as I live, I'm happy, I'm happy. I'm satisfied. Because the last 5 seasons that this Chiefs team has had, the best I've ever seen, in a 5-year stretch out of any NFL team. And I stand by that. I stand by that wholeheartedly. But with that being said, obviously, the Chiefs aren't done. Let's be realistic. The Chiefs, we're going to win at least a couple of more Super Bowls. I mean, you got to believe it. I mean, you got to think so. At this point, I don't know if, obviously I'm a Chiefs fan. Maybe you could say that I'm biased, but maybe I'm not being biased. I mean, come on. Patrick Mahomes is 27 years old. He's got a lot left in the tank. There's no way this Chiefs team is done. Absolutely not, I'm just so fortunate to be a Chiefs fan. 2 Super Bowls, sitting here thinking about the fact that I've witnessed the Chiefs win 2 Super Bowls. That seems like a lot right now, but I think potentially in the next 10 years, maybe we'll be at 5, maybe we'll be at 6, maybe we'll be at 7, and 2 won't seem like a lot. But at least for right now, it's just wild. It's just wild to even think about. And I will forever be grateful, forever cherish these 2 football games that I've witnessed, for the Chiefs. 2 Super Bowl victories, man. It's just unthinkable. It's just unbelievable. So, gosh, I just never want this episode to end. I just want the celebration to keep going. I just want to cherish this moment. I'm just so overwhelmed with joy. But Chiefs won the Super Bowl. And we got the result we wanted to. After a couple of rough years, losing, Super Bowl 55 and then unfortunately losing in the AFC Championship game last year. Here we are. We've got the result we wanted. We made it to the finish line. Now it's time to reload. Time to get back. Time to load the shotgun. Get it cocked. And it's time to fire. We got to go out next season. We got to get ready. We got to fire on all cylinders. We got to make this happen again. Let's keep this going, man. Let's run it back. Let's keep this rhythm. Let's stay on this roll that we've been on. I believe we can do it. Okay. So with that being said, I just don't want this episode to end, but it's got to end sometime. So thank you guys for watching the first ever Super Bowl celebration. Okay, trust me, we'll be back. We'll be back with another Super Bowl celebration episode very soon. Probably this time next year. Calling it, locking it in. Chiefs beat the Cowboys. Super Bowl 58. It's going to happen. Okay? Boom! Locking it in. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next Chiefs chat. Peace out.